in the kitchen. Was wondering when you were going to be back. You were gone for quite some time. No, I did see the note you left. However, said note was lacking a definitive return time. There's no need to apologize. It was a very kind gesture, regardless. No, I only came out here a few minutes ago. I thought I'd try and keep myself busy until you returned. I suppose, according to semantics, yes, I was waiting for you. It felt strange being in the apartment without your field present. Seems I've grown accustomed to having a roommate. But that's enough for me. How was the dynasty meeting? You were already gone when I came back, so I wasn't sure if things had run late or not. That's good to hear. Oh, by the way, I took care of the dishes while you were out. Fangs, if I have the time to do them, why wouldn't I? You've had more on your plate lately. I don't mind taking care of things to alleviate some of that potential stress. Besides, it's not like there were many to deal with. It really wasn't an issue. You don't have to make it up to me. Isn't the point of sharing a living space to split responsibilities? There's no need for you to go out of your way to repay the favor. If anything, your presence is payment enough. Well, thank you for letting me win, as you put it. Were you outside at some point? You've got a leaf in your hair. Here, let me get it for you. Stand still for me. It'll only take a moment. There you are. So, now that you're back, will you be joining me out here? Your company is more than welcome, but I understand if you'd prefer some time alone. If you'd like, I can pour you something to drink while you set your things in your room. I offered for a reason, Fangs. Yes or no? Alright then. It'll be waiting on the counter for you. Your drink, as promised. You know, it's strange to think that if we hadn't crossed paths, I would have been far from Notarum by now. It would depend. Some I stayed in for almost a month. Others I couldn't stand for more than a night. I never stopped and considered the benefits of staying anywhere this long. But it's been nice. I haven't had stability like this in a very long time. And it's all thanks to a sweet, albeit impulsive, vampire. You raise a fair point. There was a contribution on my part as well. Have you given thought to what you'd like to do tonight? Admittedly, I don't have anything specific in mind, but I'm sure we could. Thanks. What are you doing? Stepping on my tail, it seems. I'm aware it was an accident. I'm not upset with you. Hey, breathe. It's still in one piece, I assure you. See? Nothing to worry about. Yes, I'm sure. I'm still intact, I promise. What were you trying to look at, though? That's why you were stepping closer, wasn't it? What about my arm? You can take a closer look if you'd like, provided you're not looking to step on me a second time. This? It happened earlier today. It'd been quite some time since I last fed properly, and I realized I needed to take care of that. But before I had the chance to actually fulfill my needs, I may have intervened in a human disagreement, which led to this injury. Usually, my body would have healed itself, but I reserved the energy I did have for de-escalating the situation. It took a while to heal it, so now I've got another scar. I wasn't fazed by it since the cut wasn't that deep, and, all things considered, it was a small price to pay. If it meant keeping the humans safe, I'd do it again without hesitation. You're upset with me. I can feel it in your field. Who said I wasn't being safe? I wouldn't have stepped in if I thought I couldn't handle it. I promise, I'm careful when we're apart, even if this scar suggests otherwise. I mean, given the circumstances we met, I'd consider this an improvement, wouldn't you? I do appreciate your concern for my well-being, though. I understand that you're only trying to look out for me. Is there something else? You're still inspecting my arm. I appreciate the apology, but you haven't answered my question. Was there something else on your mind? What is it? Is that all? I'd be more than willing to let you touch my horns. Not at all. If you're really interested in seeing how they feel, I'm more than happy to provide. Though, this will be easier if we're sitting. Do you want to move to the couch, or is the kitchen floor fine with you? Alright. Here, hand me your cup. I'll set it on the counter for you. Do you mind if I sit a bit closer? Am I making you nervous? You're not going to hurt me or anything. I trust you, Fangs. How about this? I'll close my eyes so you can start without me watching. Would that ease your stress? Okay then. Whenever you're ready. Do you want me to keep my eyes closed? You can move your hands if you'd like. I don't mind. Be careful around the jagged edges, though. No, it doesn't hurt. You can keep going. You have a very gentle touch. Has anyone ever told you that? Seems I'll have to be the first then. Apologies, I'll stop distracting you. Oh, it's too quiet, is it? You're the one who said I was distracting. How much longer do you intend to explore my horns? I don't think they're all that interesting. Are you sure you've gotten your fill? Alright, I'll take your word for it. Here, let me help you up. Why are you looking at me like that? Well, it's not that I anticipated you to be particularly rough with them, but you handled my horns with such care. It was unexpected, yes. You seem surprised by my answer. How do I explain this? In my personal experience, it's rare that I'm regarded as something delicate or deserving of such grace. So, to receive such from you is intriguing, to say the least. I'm not sure if I've had a relationship that warranted a level of closeness such as this. With anyone, really. In Remore, I was cordial with many, but it never exceeded that. There was one exception, the friend I've mentioned before, but they had their reasons for keeping their distance. It's never been something I actively sought out, so the lack thereof was never a concern. And why are we sitting again? Okay, I'll trust you, Fangs. Now that we're settled, will you explain why we're on the floor? Why my hands? I'm curious as to where this will go, so yes, you may touch my hands. Of course. What is it? That's quite the question. No, it's alright. I'm happy to answer it. I don't think I envisioned anything particular when I agreed to live with you. Our prior conversations had been pleasant, so I wasn't under the assumption I'd dislike it. Though, I think I expected things to be more isolated. No, it was nothing you did. It was more so my mind applying my past experiences to a new one. I thought I'd come back periodically when I was tired of being in public, and even then, when I was here, I didn't expect to see you very often. I imagined you'd prefer being in your own space, especially since you were suddenly sharing it with another. But you proved me wrong rather quickly. I think the first time you asked me if I wanted to join you for dinner was the moment I realized things would be different. It took some adjusting, but it was a welcome change of pace. Apologies. I know that was a rather wordy answer for something simple. It's very kind of you to say. Thank you. Is something wrong? You've been staring at my hands for quite some time. Then, will you explain why you've been caressing my hands so tenderly? I'm not complaining, just confused. Oh, I. Thank you, then, for showing me what gentleness could feel like. It means a great deal that you wanted to show me that. Well, what should we do with the rest of our night? Any suggestions? What? Fangs, you do realize the sun will be up soon. We can't go on a gas station run. My attitude has nothing to do with the feasibility of this idea. I suppose if we leave now, we can make it there and back in time. Don't forget to bring your wallet this time. Hurry up so we can go. Ready to go? I hope you know you can't always charm your way out of things. Let's go.